Somebody asked me about that.
Are you not feeling well? So what time next Thursday did we decide?
Don't think we did yet.
No, just hold it for now. I've sent a message to Dale, see if he can join us, and I'll let you know.
I got some questions.
What's the date?
Oh,
Good.
oh, that's awful.
26,
I'm
27.
so sorry.
It is 7, so we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance followed by a moment of silence.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, let's start with roll call.
Terry Reed,
Here?
Ryan Hartley,
Here.
Ethan Maple,
Here.
Chad Melinder,
Here.
Bill Niemeyer.
Here.
Outstanding. And we'll move on to claims. 2.1, approval of APVs 29086 through 29133.
Make a motion that we approve APVs 29086 through 29133 as provided in our backup materials.
I will second that.
I'm giving it to Terry. It was moved and seconded. Any discussion? I do want to call out something just to everybody's attention. I'm going to send an email after this. I started writing it up. We've, for the past 2 months, have went over our allotment for Envoy, and my concern is getting more detail around it. The detail when I asked for it was just, hey, this is how many hours they spent, and this is what it was. The intention of that additional cost was for one-off things, and my concern is this going to be a continual monthly thing? Did they bid the project wrong, or is this truly just the piece of that we're in right now? If that makes sense. So if it takes a lot in the beginning, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But just some more details around that. Just saying, hey, he spent 200 hours on it. Well, that's great. Like,
Yeah,
what caused the extra?
I think he'd be willing to kind of detail that out. I know that there's been a lot of conversations with Ratio and the players during this particular stage of the project, so
Yeah.
it doesn't surprise me that they've had more hours right now, but I don't think that's a forever thing. I think it's just the nature of where we are.
Agreed. I just think it's to be good stewards asking for more details other than, hey, I spent 300 hours on it. So I'll send that out after this. Yvonne and Jenny got me the information. I appreciate that. But I would like for them to provide us more information, especially because it's an extra, right? So
Yep.
this is going over the budget that we allotted to them. So, okay. Anybody else? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that passes. Moving on to approval of SRF claims APV 29106 through 29107.
All right, I'll do that one too. I'll make a motion to approve APVs 29106 through 29107 as provided in our backup material.
I'll second.
Great job, Bill. Any conversation on this? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that passes. Next, adoption of minutes. 3.1, adoption of town council minutes for May 6th, 2026.
I'll make a motion to adopt the town council minutes for May 6th, 2026.
I'll second that.
Any discussions? Additions? Corrections? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that passes. Next on our agenda is a spot for public comments. Anything that is on the agenda, 3-minute time limit. If you would like to share your comments, please go to the podium, tell us your name, and where you're from.
Thank you, Brian.
Outstanding. We have no old business, so we'll move straight on to new business. And we've got Main Street, New Pound Main Street. This is Lucas with us.
Good evening.
Hello?
Okay, we're about to get real busy down the street, so just wanted to come and fill you in on a couple of things. I have the permits for Chief Ely to sign with this evening for all of our events for the alcohol, and we appreciate that we've now expanded that with the school. We're getting the higher liquor liability, so we'll present that as soon as it's in, and we'll have that for the school and the town named as additional insureds on that. And we received a grant from the tourism committee, and we are now going to have a drone show on Friday of Summerfest. So we'll have fireworks on Saturday, but a drone show was added. They're really expensive, so I was happy to get a grant for that, plus some advertising money. And the other thing that we have, I was just talking to Jeff Fry. I received a couple of estimates. He's going to get me an estimate as well, but we received a grant from the Community Foundation for their annual grant cycle to replace the upstairs windows and to figure out something to do with the door, because we have a major crack that allows a lot of air in. So once we get that estimate, I will let you know, and you guys can review it, but we did receive money to help improve that building.
Wonderful.
Great.
Yeah, so,
At the, drove me to bourbon thing, I met somebody who does,
Bourbon Brokers.
yeah, I met somebody who does, older building restoration.
mhm.
So I'll get their contact information and get it over to you
Okay,
as well.
awesome.
It'd be great to have them quoted out as well.
I hate to replace the door because it's just a beautiful door and it's a double custom, so that makes it gazillion dollars more than we really want to spend. But if we can figure out a way to weatherproof it and maybe just refurbish it just to preserve it. But the upstairs windows, especially the back one, is really bad. So we'll get that
I think they
updated.
specialize in trying to maintain all that
Yeah.
stuff, so hopefully.
So that's
Is that
just,
working, Chad?
Yeah, I didn't want to go, but Ryan made me go, so.
so I don't know if I need to ask permission for the alcohol signature. I know it's an annual thing, and we did get the permit to shut down the road, so it will shut down early on Friday the 26th and be reopened by noon on Sunday the 28th.
I think we'll probably vote on it just so that it's good.
Okay.
We don't have it, but my first thing I'm gonna always do is Chief's got no issues, all right, Jim's got no issues, all right, yeah. I'll make a motion that we approve the. Huh? I'll make a motion that we approve the temporary liquor permit and the associated events with Newtown Main Street.
I'll second.
Moving second, any discussions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, now it's official.
Great, thank you. And I have our schedule of events. I'll give each one a copy, and it was on the site, and Jenny
Yeah.
posted it to your website, so we have a lot of great acts coming.
That's exciting.
I share it.
What?
Looking forward to it.
I want to know more
glad you-
about drones and what,
It's a drone show.
no,
You know?
no, yes, I've seen one. Where's it? Is it like going to be above the school,
You
above the
can't
stadium?
have control of
Shut,
the.
I'm not, I wouldn't even dare.
I've got a meeting with the person putting it on. They're actually from Colorado,
Okay.
and there'll be 150 drones
150?
that will form our little show. So I'll have it shut up probably in the same vicinity, not as far back as the fireworks.
You might
but
get it
back
in 10
For
years.
$25,000.
Thank you, thank
That's pretty cool.
I know, I'm so excited.
New Palin drones. We're going to get letters about that.
Yep. Outstanding. All right, not on the agenda, but adding to the agenda is road reclass.
And I'm glad you're getting
Reclassification,
toy
and I'll
factory.
kick it over to a guy who knows a
They're
guy
so good.
who can do everything.
So good.
Ryan.
So, this is from the county. The county is wanting
I'll put this
to
one over there.
upgrade the road reclassification on 600 West from US 52 to 600 South. And since a portion of that road is owned and maintained and in New Palestine's inventory, we need to do some interlocal agreement signatures on a sheet from the council president and town manager, just acknowledging that you agree with the road reclassification. A little history on road reclassification. What this does when you upgrade a road reclassification, it can unlock federal and state funding. The higher classifications you have, it allows allows you to apply for matching grants and structural improvements. It adjusts maintenance and design standards, shifts priority in planning, and encourages commercial and commuter use. So it kind of unlocks some additional requirements and opportunities for that section of road. The county is rebuilding a section of road from Steinmeier to 600 South. They're going to re-engineer that down there at that intersection and try to shift that road away from the creek. We know there's some flooding down there. That's going to be happening, I believe, in 2028 if the grant cycle and the funding stays exactly where it's at now and doesn't get shifted. So we'll look at rebuilding some of that road down to the south of that, but that's going to go from we propose it to go from a major collector up to a minor arterial. It's kind of boring stuff, but if the town supports that small section to the north, the county would like their support. Also working with Cumberland on 700 West. There's about 8 submittals that we'll do this year on road reclassification upgrades that the county will be doing.
What's the impact to us?
Nothing.
It's just they want our approval so that
They just want,
everything's on the up and up.
they want the town's support, acknowledging the fact that they agree with the road reclassification. And since we have a small portion of it, we're just agreeing that we believe it's cohesive with the town's visions for the future. And with the development that's going on there, it actually makes a lot of sense. So
Is this one of those occasions where if they upgrade like where the county starts, then we're put in a position to upgrade from the county up to 52? And so do we have to be intentional about going after those grants as well now?
we don't have to be intentional. It makes getting awarded those grants more opportunistic for the town. So if we wanted to do something along that section of road and we applied for a grant with having a higher classification, it would make us more likely maybe to achieve that grant. It does nothing but help us.
I'm assuming there's a reality where if the county is moving forward with some upgrades to that road in the future based on the reclassification, maybe we can go together on making sure that it affects that whole section and doesn't stop right there just south of the.
Yeah, we like to, the county, I'll speak on the county's behalf here. The county likes to.
Can you go to the
work-
podium, please?
Work within, have good relationships with the towns. When the town succeeds, the county succeeds. So
Absolutely.
The county likes to have good relationships with the town, and the county does a lot of work for towns that we don't ask for reimbursement on. So we like to have good partnerships along the way. This would be another one of those things that I think is a good partnership between the county and the town on maintenance and just overall care.
I'm 100% in favor of the reclassification. I just want to make sure that, there's conversations that if there's an upgrade, to their portion south of the town, we're included in that conversation so that we can benefit from that as well.
We always look at the impacts anytime we do road maintenance or anything of the such. We always look at the impacts that surround that. And realistically, if the county wasn't pursuing this road reclassification, the town should have been, just because of the development going on there with the Beckovic apartments and the hospital's UDP and all that stuff. It just makes sense.
Okay,
So
thanks.
Hey, Ryan, I have one question. Does Hancock County have any collaboration with Shelby County, knowing that that's going to be part of that Mount Comfort corridor, taking that out to 74 in years to come? Or-
that would be an engineer question.
Yeah. I didn't know if it.
County, we always talk to our surrounding counties just like we do our towns.
Yeah.
I'm not as involved in those conversations.
Well, our county's been real aggressive with Mount Comfort Road, so I'm sure once it hits 600, it just won't end there. So
Yeah, and you would think that Shelby County's paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
So, realistically, it falls on their shoulders, but you would think that obviously those engineers all talk amongst
Yeah.
each others
I'm sure.
and communications there, how seriously they take that on development and all that stuff, that's all in Shelby County's hands. But I'm sure that, our engineer has talked to their engineer and personnel, and I do believe that they may get some assistance from Hancock County in the near future. They struggled a little bit down there, so.
Good.
Is the county looking for a motion in which we will?
They're asking for a signature
That's all they want.
and.
Not
Jim-
necessarily a motion, just support. If everybody agrees that the town's supportive of this, then we just need a signature from the town manager and town council president. And,
I'm supportive.
Just for the record, I'll make a motion that we reclassify Mount Comfort Road from US 52 south to 600 from a major collector to a minor arterial.
Correct. Thank you.
And do you want to maybe add to that motion you give?
And authorize
manager
the
and-
town manager and the council president authority to sign the document.
Do I need to abstain from this?
No.
Okay.
You can, well, first, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Ethan will second. Open for discussion. Yeah, abstaining is, I think, acknowledging the fact that you have a conflict with this is one thing, but you don't have to abstain from it. You can still have an opinion on it, in my opinion.
That's fair.
I don't think you have a financial interest.
There's no financial interest. It's not a conflict either. It's a benefit of the town and the county.
There we go. We're a small town. We got people all over the place.
Just wanted to make sure.
Nope, it's all good. We're all on the up and up. Any other discussions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that passes.
Thank you.
Continued council conversations, don't have anything, but I would like to bring something up. We're in the summer season, school is about to be over. We've had some lighter agendas, kind of sandwiched in, we've got a really packed one and a light one and then a really packed one or whatever. What I want to do is talk amongst us and kind of deconflict where able, but also if there's an opportunity where somebody just needs an extra day off and doesn't need to make it here, I don't want to force somebody for a smaller agenda, right? So we could talk more about what that looks like, but in my mind, it could be, hey, there could be a rotating, hey, if you want the meeting off, great, go ahead. We talked about going down to one meeting a month. We talked about the benefits and the pros and cons. But I just think it's something that we should look at to say, hey, we're getting into the summer session. I'm sure people got vacations planned and things like that. It might behoove us to share kind of those so you can.
Huh? You want, like, for the council or for the town
I'm
employees?
saying the council.
Okay.
And then it could be at times say, hey, this is a smaller meeting. We don't need, department heads unless they have something to share. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Like, we had one thing on the agenda today other than approval of APVs in town council minutes. We don't want to get rid of the meeting, right? We talked about that. But is there a chance where we can say, hey, this is a bare bones? Does somebody have something they need to do? Or, hey, we don't need department heads unless they need to share something.
I appreciate that. I plan on being at every meeting I can, and unless I have something going on,
Okay.
boating accident or whatever comes up, I'll be here.
4 wheels from here on out, 4 twos.
I'll be here unless I can't. But I agree with you. If anybody needs to.
We can talk about it more. I mean, again, I think it just, if there's not much to share, there's a lot of communication that goes on. It would kind of maybe give Chief or Steve some time back to themselves. I'm sure they'll probably still show up, but again, it's just something that I think would be nice to open up. If we've got lighter agendas, right?
Yeah.
I think we also talked about how, we can always cancel a meeting if need be, if we feel like there's a light agenda and if the things that may be on it, if there is a thing, could be postponed to the next. I mean,
Yeah, I was toying with that, right? But I kind of wanted to talk to the group Obviously, you know, there's usually something new business on the agenda, but I'm sure we could have shared, you know, Main Street's information through email and said, hey, we're gonna approve APVs. I don't know if there's a way to do that without doing a meeting. It doesn't.
I mean,
seem
we
like
could
there's
have
a way.
leaned towards one direction, maybe.
But we can't, like, you know what I mean, have a discussion before. That's the harder part.
Right.
Like canceling it all together, then you've got APVs out there that were prepped, ready for it, and then discussed about. Again, not something I think we need to solve right now, but what I've seen in the past 3 meetings we've had, one that was a lot going on, and 2 that really didn't have much substance. We set a record on 1. I set a record on 1. But I just think it's something we should talk about and maybe continue to work with as we progress as a council. Maybe we all won't be here forever, but either way, just something that if we can work on the structure of it, it'd be easier to enact in the future. Cool.
Duly noted.
Like a shortened agenda, like, hey, you know, we're only doing APVs in minutes, in and out, take public comments and go. You know, we could do a short session or something like that. That's kind of my thought.
Short session.
You know?
Well, I like
We'll
that,
just
the
talk.
thought that, you know, department heads, if you don't have a issue that you need to discuss, I think that'd be fine. And we'd spend a lot more money if Yvonne wasn't here.
There's no way
I don't
you're
mean
gonna
that
get-
in a negative way, that's a compliment.
Wow,
There's no
how
way
did
you're
I
gonna get
just
her.
get thrown under a bus? Yeah, thank you.
And I think
Thanks,
In my
Bill.
mind, in my
Oh,
mind,
you too.
when Bryce sees the agenda and I see that there's not much on here, I can say, or we can agree that this would be a good thing to do, say, hey, we're gonna do a condensed session, right? And cut off anything, and then, hey, if you've got something, let us know. We go from there.
Or just talk fast and get out of here quick.
We could.
I mean, we could have avoided this entire conversation.
Yeah, what I'm thinking,
Could happen.
my back would feel better.
Done at 7:15.
Oh, man.
Yvonne, I apologize if that was interpreted as negative. It wasn't intended negative.
I know, Bill.
You just keep us from spending a bunch of money. All right. Well.
Duly noted, Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
Appreciate-
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah.
the
I
conversation.
I appreciate you bringing
Not
substance to this
everybody
meeting.
I couldn't set a record on this one, so.
That's fair. That's fair.
Legal updates?
Just working with Bri and Jim on a few code enforcement issues over the past week or so that's all I have.
Okay. And department reports, Jim?
Before you leave, I do have one more signature for the wastewater license, renewal of that, so I want to make sure I get that to you. I did go to CERTA meeting this week, earlier this week, and it was a good meeting. I hadn't been, and it was kind of good to be there with a lot of state representatives. Actually, some of our commissioners were there, and I sat at their table just to hear what's going on throughout the city. And if any dollars come out of CERTA, you know, kind of want to be there, face ready, and or find out if there is if we have an ask. So another thing, I brought up an intern, and I appreciate everybody's feedback on that. I'd like to bring this young fellow in possibly next week, Yvonne, sit down and just kind of talk about that hiring process. This will be the first time we've had an
Tuesday.
intern. I thought he could help out with the street department, crosswalk painting. We have a lot of those this summer. Actually, he could probably help out with our summer fest, you know, with the road closures and things like that, as well as the wastewater plant, you know, maybe changing out some pumps. There is some grass mowing, but, you know, I don't want mundane work, you know, he's an intelligent kid, so he wants to be a part of a government body, and I think it'd be good for him as well as us, so
May I ask a question? Are we looking to pay him? Is it paid or unpaid?
it's paid.
Then where are you gonna pay him from?
That's what I want to talk to you about.
I thought he was gonna come talk to me. Yeah, so it's not in the budget, so
Well,
we
should-
need to
we should have
figure
some-
that out.
Right, yes, yeah, we should have some monies, I think Steve has some monies that he did not spend, but whether he can take them out of that account. or
You
not.
can't take him out of LRS. You can't pay him
Well-
out of that.
We would already have an intern if Yvonne wasn't here. That's a.
I did not say.
So, Yvonne, you have mentioned probably over the last several years as an intern, so I know.
We've talked about it.
So,
But the thing is, the idea is that, you know, it would be good if we had a budget line that we
Yes.
know we can pay that out of. So maybe for next year, we want to also look at that.
Oh, 100%, yeah, yeah.
So,
I-
well,
like
you and
said,
I just need to
this
kind
is
of,
our first year and we're gonna dab into it.
and it's 3 weeks, so it's
3
not
weeks,
very
yeah,
long.
yeah.
Okay.
We've got a part-time piece in the,
We do. We
The
just need to
salary
kind of
ordinance,
see
but-
how we best massage that.
yeah.
And if
this, this may be a good test, stress test to say, hey, we had somebody on for 3 weeks, this is how much it costs us, so that we can build it into the budget for next year.
And 3 weeks is, it's not very much.
I think it would be a-
It's different if you're talking about 3 months.
Yeah.
So, but I just wanted to say, hey, have you guys thought through this? Because it's kind of an important question.
It might be a good opportunity for us too, moving forward, to give a high schooler a chance that's interested in working in this field. Kind of like Amplify is opening it to trades. It might give somebody a good chance to dip their toes in the water, so to speak, on not the wastewater. Don't dip your toe in there, but yeah, give them an opportunity to
I'd just
see
like
if this
to
is a career.
challenge you to find somebody who's halfway interested at the high school level. Because when we set up at the school career fair, it's not like we see a lot of people unless we put a box of donuts on the table.
Guitars.
So,
Yeah,
you
if
know,
there's, if
I
there's
know
one-
you guys-
You need to take our new crane truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
into
if
the
there's one
gym.
kid,
Yeah.
if we can make that, give that one kid an opportunity,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're always encouraging that, and that's also why we go to the career fair as the town to present, look, there's street department, there's wastewater, there's office jobs,
Yeah.
there's a lot of different things that you
I
can
would-
do. You can be on a council.
I would love to offer the opportunity and nobody take it, rather than us not offer the opportunity at
Sure.
all and it not be there for an individual. So I think this is a good thing to maybe look into in the future.
And when you guys go to that career fair next year, I mean, I always hear about it after, but I'd be happy to join you.
Cool.
At that, if you think about giving me a heads up when that comes back around.
Generally, it's somewhere in April.
Okay.
Yeah, let's all know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
think Once
fun.
they meet how cool we are, like.
They'll
probably
come
be
in
like,
droves.
I was gonna be a doctor, but really thinking about New Downtown Council.
Just bring the donuts. We'll be really
But they can do
cool.
both.
They could do both.
They can do both. That's a great thing about it.
Yeah, but cool. Thank you.
Anything else, Jim?
Nope, as you leave the building tonight, please look at the logo that's on the building.
Mm-hmm.
Logo looks nice.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go look at it right after this. Chief? Yvonne?
We are getting ready to make the big switch to the new software system. So the way you saw the claims presented in the past few years will not be what you'll see at the next meeting. I'm gonna give you a heads up that on Tuesday of next week, we will enter the last information in this system. Then for 3 days, we cannot work in it at all. It's the time that they take all the information and put it into the new system. Then on June 1st, Monday morning, we go live in the new system. And I'm kind of shaking saying that because we truly had the first, peek into it, but we've not worked with it at all. So, there's a lot of things for us to learn. So the claims that we're going to be paying at the next meeting, you really don't get a preview of them until the day itself. But that's just because, we're starting from scratch. So what my goal is all the claims that we receive that are utility bills and things that we know, insurance or whatever, anything that we get before before the Tuesday, what is it, the 26th? We will go ahead and pay on the 26th so that there's no lag in that. And then everything else will start entering on the 1st and we'll present to you on the Wednesday, but in a format that I've not yet seen. So just kind of be prepared for last minute info on that day on claims. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll have trainers here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 1st through the 3rd, and then again the following week, what is it, the 8th through the 11th, 10th. We'll have trainers here and we'll be full on just working on that. We may not be available for a whole lot of other things, because it'll be pretty intense.
Send in a bunch of questions.
Thanks, Chad. There's so much support and love for the clerk treasurer's office tonight. So, but yeah, that's all I have.
Appreciate the heads up. I think it makes sense.
Yep, no
We know it's
problem.
coming. I think it's a good thing. So cool. Moving on to public comments. 5 minutes on any topic. If anybody would like to jump up here, tell us their name, organization, or where they live. Please. The microphone won't amplify. It's just recording so that my mom watching at home can see what we're talking about.
Hi, I'm Jeff Fry with Fry Construction, and I have a client that is wanting to put up a pool building.
700 West. 700 West, 52. Kowalski's old house?
Yeah, I like
700 West.
I put one, I put one. Then at the top of it, we're gonna make sure you guys are all right. They go in, you cancel numbers, but then we'll talk about this. Anybody?
I have.
Okay. You know what it's about, yeah?
Yeah, that's at 6822 West US 52, Keith Hockett.
Yes.
Yeah. So from what I understand, he did some boat storage back there, and then I guess he was approached by the county and told to stop that, and then he quit for a while, and now he wants to build an additional barn back there and store boats inside. So nobody has any complaints. So for those that can't or don't know where that's that's just east of 700 West. It's outside of town limits. It's just east of 700 West on US 52.
There's a radio tower
On the north side of the road.
and it would be built in front of that. Got a big field there. Want to put a building there.
Did I see, that's over there by Brookville Road?
It is on US 52.
Well, I mean the church, sorry.
No,
No, but it's further down.
no,
This way.
it's just east of
Sheldon Meyer.
700 West. It's the first property on the north side of the road as you're coming east.
Okay.
Here's the Hancock health building. And it's right
Is that barn?
Yeah.
Is it that barn that you're talking about?
You asked Caleb questions.
I did, yeah, so I did talk to Kayla Brooks, our
Yeah.
in the planning and building department, and noted that, she wanted to know if the town would have any issue with it. It is something you'll see as you come into town, although it's not in town limits. And there's a lot of trees on that property, so you really don't see a lot from US 52. It sets back, it abuts the railroad tracks, the back of the property does, so most of this is back there in the back anyway. I would say obviously we have no jurisdiction over that, but I would say as long as there's some kind of tree canopy, blocking it where it's, you don't just see a giant storage building with a bunch of boats.
Well, you won't see no boats.
Yeah, because
It's
it'll
gonna be
all
closed?
inside. It'll all be inside.
It's going to be closed face. Everything's going to be closed. It's not
Yes.
just, yeah.
Yes.
I would say that would be the only thing, and obviously you'll have to, if you do any permitting as far as a drive or anything, all that would go through NDOT, so. But I mean, everything's at the back of the property.
Is this the radio tower here?
Maybe?
No.
Radio towers right there.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so that's where he's gonna build here, coming this way.
How big is he going?
That's like 70 by 200.
That's a big building.
Good size.
Oh, let's measure and see what it's.
I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, I mean,
That's-
I appreciate the county kind of inviting you to bring it to our attention, but
So that's the same size building as he has back there now. It's just gonna be turned to different, it's gonna be oriented differently. Yeah, I don't,
To me personally, I think the fact that he's willing to
spend the money to build a structure so that it avoids complaints of outdoor storage,
Yeah.
you know, you kind of applaud when somebody wants to make an improvement.
Yeah, I don't think I have any issue with it. Again, we really have no say. We appreciate him coming in front of the council, or having you come in front of the council and at least talking to the town about it and presenting it to us. But,
Well, I'm asking you a favor then.
uh-oh.
Can you call Kayla and tell her it's okay?
I will talk to Kayla if
Send her a letter.
everybody on the council,
Yeah.
agrees that we really don't have any issue with it.
I mean, I think we can make a motion and have Jim send a letter.
What I would like, though, is to get something from Kayla to find out exactly what they're doing, because I know that when this, storage units came down here, they actually came to the, council as well. That's when the privacy fence was put up, the trees out in front, so, you know, the canopy. So we just wanna make sure that, you know, if he's gonna build this building and we say, okay, will that be okay for the rest of that property, you know? I kinda wanna see some type of a, plan for that. Is that possible, Jeff, or?
Some kind of what?
Well, is he getting it zoned for just one more building, and then, you know, are we okay in just one building, or is this a storage, you know, so he can keep adding to it? You know, once that's full, will he come back for, you know?
One big building.
Do you have a copy of his permit application? It hasn't.
I think the difficulty with this is classification wise, it doesn't fall within a certain parameter of what the county has laid out as far as zoning, right? So because it's an indoor storage for boats, it doesn't really, right now, if he stored the boats inside, it doesn't negate anything that, against what zoning wise, what he's allowed to do there.
Yeah.
So there's really not a good fit for it, as far as zoning goes for the county. So they're trying to figure out a way to work with it as well. So,
Well, I
if
mean,
he builds a building and stores everything inside, it still fits within
Yeah.
what he's allowed to do there. Realistically, I think the county was just looking for the town's, input on if that's okay visually coming in and out of town. And my only comment was having some kind of tree canopy or some kind of barrier there.
I'm sure he'll plant pine trees all along there, whatever you need.
Yeah,
I mean, whether it's landscaping or some kind of
Yeah.
buffer.
yeah, I would
Just so
say,
that it looks
yeah,
nice.
like a pine tree land buffer, you know, I would say would be sufficient for us.
Well, it's not like it's gonna be right against 52 either.
Yeah.
Right.
It's back off, yeah.
Yeah, it does, you have to look for it when you.
Well,
do that.
nor is it again in town limits, right? I mean, it's this
It's
man's
not.
property. It's his ability to build on his property the way he'd want to do it. And I appreciate the county and the town working together. And so I'll go back and simply offer a motion that New Pal would offer a letter supporting the building of this or this project with an encouragement of landscaping if possible. But I think that we as a town can issue a letter in support of it.
I'll second that motion.
I'll second that.
Thanks, Jim.
Take a vote.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
and-
any further discussion?
I'll contact Kayla and we'll get a letter drafted and I can give it to Kayla and hopefully that'll get you where you need to be.
Thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Awesome. Anybody else? All right, council comments. Terry, you're up first.
I'm up. Jim, logo looks great.
Hey, thank you.
We went out and saw it, didn't we, Bill? Thank you for attending CERTA. I think that's very important. And update on the community cleanup. We do have a list of accepted items and items that are prohibited. The accepted items are furniture, construction debris, heavy items, large items. I mean, I was asked specifically what they are, but last year we saw couches, toilets,
Pink toilets.
pink toilets, yes, and green couches. But anything like that. Tires are for an extra fee based on size, probably the tractor tires, but I'll stay tuned. that'll be next meeting. I'll have that information. What we will not accept are batteries, gas, oil, paint, liquids, air conditioners, refrigerators, freezers or Freon, computers, TVs, microwaves, stereos, electronics, etc., and yard waste. Last year, we did accept several of those items, but we don't have anywhere to take them this year, so.
We have recycling of electronics available here the week before.
13th.
On the 13th, we'll have a recycling event here that is electronics and shredding. There's a small fee for the electronics. There's some flyers hanging up, the greenish flyers. And, you know, people can bring their electronics for, it's $5 a carload and $10 per TV or something like that. And shredding, bring it in a box and we'll dump it right on into the truck.
I just want to make sure that whoever's checking people in know about the paint, because I know we had 2 trailer fulls of paint last year.
Yes,
So
we
a lot
did.
of people brought paint.
Yes, they did. Yes,
Um,
no paint.
I do know somebody approached me about this that offered to do the electrical waste at no charge.
Oh.
So they would set up a Gaylord and you throw it in there, but I'll get his information to you and then you can contact him and work that out.
Okay,
I think it'd be a good option as well.
Yep.
And then that way also if somebody shows up with that, we don't have to say, oh, we can't take that. Like, oh, yeah.
I only have one question, and the only reason I know this is because we're to the highway department, and not to complicate things. The tires, I know you said we'll accept them for a fee. Do the sidewalls have to be cut out? Or can they be whole tires?
no, they can just be the tires.
Okay. Because I know some places will take tires, but the sidewall has to be cut out of them for them to accept them. So
What do you do with the sidewall then?
you give the whole tire that way. You get the tire with the sidewall cut out and the sidewall.
Oh, okay.
But they won't accept the tire
Put
without, put together. So
Didn't know that.
it's, I
Learn
know
something new every day.
it's random, and I know it's a weird question, but the only way I would know that is because we deal with them all the time.
What does it make you do that?
That's a good question. I've never,
Let's just ask.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a liability thing. They're afraid that somebody's gonna take one of those tires and remount it. And then, I don't know. I don't know the reason. I don't know if it's because it holds water, with the sidewall on it. There could be a myriad of reasons for that, and I don't know the answer to it. But I do know that the sidewall has to be cut out for them to accept.
I've heard that before, but I always wondered why.
So I didn't know if that was the case here, but since they have to pay a fee to do it, I don't know if that fee goes towards, I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe the labor of just, so they don't have to do it.
Yeah, I have no idea. So,
So along those lines, also, for people listening, not only do we want you to clean up your property because it might be unsightly, there's a lot of clutter in yards that could be, lead to breeding varmints and that could be dangerous. Rusted sharp metal is also dangerous. So those are the things that we really are looking for. And like Bri, thank you very much for, she's made this poster, this flyer. And it does say call town hall and schedule a pickup if you don't have a way to get it to the dump site on June 20th. That's all I have.
I like the heart on the dumpster. It's a good touch.
A cleaner community starts with all of us.
I use the tool.
You're good.
Is that it? Yeah.
I'm just reading this. Event hours from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. or until dumpsters are full. First come, first serve. That's all.
Bring the trash. Bill?
I just want to follow up, Mr. Rick Short, thanks to council for allowing him a temporary exception to the burn ban. All of the piles of debris behind at his property behind the Sillinger Funeral Home have been burned and removed, and it looks fantastic. So,
Good.
Thanks for allowing him to make that look better.
We're just doing all kinds of good work here,
It's good to help.
Awesome. Ryan?
Thank you, Terry, for working hard on the dumpster stuff. Thanks, Jim, for going to the meetings and putting so much effort into trying to make the town better. And thanks to the team. It's fun working with you guys. That's it.
Ethan?
Yvonne, I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you.
Thanks, Ethan.
And your whole team.
My team is awesome.
Also,
Me too.
Oh,
hey,
it's not your turn.
you missed your opportunity. I do want to mention I will be on vacation during our next council meeting, so I will not be in attendance. That also means I'll be missing our RDC meeting, and I will be not here for the council chat in June. So if we want to cancel the council chat, we can do so. Or if someone else would like to take that particular baton and run with it,
What's the date that would be?
June 5th.
I don't think it'd be fair not to have it. I'll definitely jump in.
You just want to go eat.
Yes, that's it.
I'm happy.
On my dime.
I'm happy to update that flyer and send it to Bri so that it can get posted. So June 5th at Tia's, does he just want to do
Sure.
what we've been doing? And then whoever wants to go with you, that's fine.
One will.
I'll go with you, Bill.
Okay, I'll be there.
The other thing I would just want to recognize is the end of the school and a very big congratulations to the class of 2026. That's all I have.
Outstanding. I do not have anything other than, Yvonne, I was going to say that I appreciate you more than Ethan.
Thank you,
Before
everybody.
Ethan did that, but I appreciate you more than anybody.
so
could
deep
have
in
said
here.
that They appreciate you
Wow.
so far. So thank you for all of your hard work and dedication.
Do you know how soon our meeting would have been over if Chad wouldn't have talked so much tonight?
I'm going to have records both ways.
Oh, you're funny.
And with that,
One more thing.
Oh my goodness.
Happy belated birthday, Yvonne.
Oh,
Thank you, Terry.
Oh, yeah, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
That's all.
Oh,
anything else?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
under the radar.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? We're adjourned.